Good afternoon, happy Thursday, welcome, and today we're going to talk about a little bit of different topic. This one is more educational. This is definitely for the younger children or any children really. This book today we're going to read is Let's Talk About Body Boundaries, Consent, and Respect. This is a book to teach children about how body ownership, respectful relationships, feelings and emotions, choices, and recognizing bullying behaviors. Written by Jayneen Sander and illustrated by Sarah Jennings. So we will go ahead and jump into reading, and then I will share with you some of the author notes and questions that are also inside this book. So if you decide to get a copy of your own to read with your classroom or your students or your clients, this can help to guide you in helping children understand what they're reading and seeing inside this book. All right. Let's talk about body boundaries, consent, and respect. So there's a note here for you if you would like to read that, just about children understanding their bodies and their growing up, and how these things are important for how old they are. Your body belongs to you, and you are the boss of it. You are very special. There is no one exactly like you. Everyone in the world has a body boundary. Your body boundary is the invisible space around your body. This space may be invisible, but that doesn't mean it isn't there. No one should come inside your body boundary without you saying that it's okay. Sometimes we call our body boundary our body bubble. Try this. Stand tall, and then with your finger, outline your invisible body boundary. Like this. I'm going to draw my invisible body boundary around me. Now, everybody's body boundary looks different. Some people choose to use a body boundary with their hands and just spread them out. Like, this is my bubble. Other people draw it around them. Look at this boy. He is trying to hug his little sister. Does she look happy about it? Do you think she wants to be hugged? How can you tell? Here is what the boy should have done. Can I have a hug, please? Yes, you can. Can I have a hug, please? No, thanks. I don't feel like hugging anyone today. The boy should have asked his little sister for a hug. This way, the little girl can answer, because after all, it's her body. The little girl has two choices. She can say yes, or she can say no. If she chooses to say no, then the boy should respect that choice and not hug his little sister. No thanks. If the little girl chooses to say yes, then the hug is absolutely fine. That's because both people agree. Both the little girl and the boy are happy about the hug. Yes! Do you know what respect means? Respect means you understand another person's wishes, and you care about them and their wishes. Respect is a very important word. Sometimes a person may not be sure when another person asks them for a kiss or a hug. They might say, I'm not sure I want a kiss, or they might not say anything at all. May I have a kiss, please? When a person says, I'm not sure, or they say nothing at all, this is not a yes. The person is not given their consent. Consent is another important word for you to know. Consent means you have said yes, and you have happily agreed to the hug or kiss. May I have a kiss, please? Yes. Sometimes kids say yes to kisses and hugs when they really don't want a kiss or a hug. This might be because an older child or a teenager or an adult has asked them. It is always important to say exactly what you want. Remember, it's your body, and what you say goes. You can say no to kisses and hugs if you want to. You can say no to an older child, teenager, or adult. Can I have a kiss? No. If you don't want to kiss or hug someone, you can give that person a high five or shake their hand. It's your choice to make. And even if you say yes to a cuddle or someone holding your hand, you can ask them to stop at any time. Just because you said yes doesn't mean they can hold your hand as long as they want to. If at any time you don't want a person to hold your hand or cuddle you, then that person must respect your choice and stop when you ask them to. I don't want to hold hands right now. Okay, that's fine. Sometimes you might want to hug your baby brother or sister. And even though a baby can't speak, you can tell if a baby wants to be hugged or not. If the baby likes your hug, they will gurgle and smile, and sometimes they will lean into you. If they don't want a hug, they might cry or have a sad face or try to push you away. You have to look out for these things because a baby cannot tell you what they want with words. We all have to respect a baby's body boundary too. Every person is different. Some people like hugs and kisses and holding hands, and some do not. Some people like a hug one day, but not the next. Just because a friend at school said it was okay for you to hold their hand on Monday, does not mean you can hold their hand the next day and the next day and the day after that. You still need to ask each time if it's okay. You still need to ask for their consent. This boy's older cousin wants him to ride on his bike with him. Do you think the boy wants to go on the bike? How do you know? Well, the boy's face can tell us, right? Does the boy have to do what his older cousin tells him to do? What should the younger boy do? You're right. He could say, no, I don't want to go with you. What should the older boy do now? Right, yeah. He should say something like, no problem, maybe next time you can come with me. But what should the younger boy do if his older cousin does not listen to him? If he does not respect his wishes? Yeah, that's right. He should tell an adult on his safety network. So, you are not a tattletale if you tell an adult on your safety network when a person does not respect your body boundary or listen to your wishes. That person did not show you respect, so you have every right to tell someone that you trust. So this is Sunny's safety network. Let's find out what that is. A safety network is made up of 3 to 5 adults that you trust. These are adults you could tell anything to and they would believe you. One of them should not be a family member. So let's see here. We have Sunny's mom, Sunny's grandpa, Sunny's teacher, Mr. Ross, and Sunny's neighbor, Jenny. Think about who you would have in your safety network. Most of the time, we all love to have cuddles and kisses from our family and the friends we know well. But remember, you can always say no to cuddles and kisses and to people coming inside of your body boundary anytime you like. Your body is your body, and what you say goes. Everybody has a body boundary. Babies, toddlers, children, teenagers, and adults all have body boundaries. Respect is a very important word. We need to respect people's body boundaries, and we need to respect people's choices too. This boy is playing in the sandbox at school. He is playing with a green bucket and a spade. Look, what is the other boy doing? One of them. That's right, he is trying to take the bucket away so he can use it. Is he doing the right thing? What does the boy in the blue hat need to do? Let's find out. Yeah, that's right. The boy in the blue hat needs to ask if he can use the bucket. He might say, "Can I use your bucket, please?" The boy with the green bucket has 3 choices. Do you know what they are? 1, he could say, "No, I'm sorry, but I'm using the bucket right now." 2, he could say, "Yes, you can take the bucket." Or 3, he could say, "We can share the bucket." Whatever the boy with the bucket chooses, the other boy needs to respect his choice. Waiting for our turn is also very important. Look, this girl is waiting in line at the school canteen. Another girl is pushing her out of the way and trying to take her place in line. What should the girl in the line say? She could say, "Stop, don't push in front of me. You need to wait your turn." The other girl needs to learn to wait. She needs to line up like the other children. Sometimes we just have to wait our turn. It might make us angry, but we need to find a way to calm down. A good idea is to take some big, deep breaths. This will slow your angry breathing down and help you to feel calm. What could the girl in the line do if she is too scared to say anything? That's right. She could tell an adult on her safety network. We all have feelings. Sometimes we feel happy or sad or worried or scared. And sometimes we feel angry. Look at this boy. He is angry because the girl is going on the slide first. He is so angry he has stepped inside the girl's body boundary and pushed her. What should the boy have done instead? Yeah, he should have waited his turn. Sometimes children get angry or pushy or even go inside another person's body boundary when they don't want them to. If this happens to you, what should you do? That's right. 1, you can say, "Stop, you're inside my body boundary." 2, you can tell an adult on your safety network if the person doesn't listen to you. If you are the person who is feeling angry, the best idea is to talk to an adult who will listen to you and who can help you to calm down. Getting angry and then hitting or pushing someone is never the answer. It is not okay, and it is not showing respect. Every day you are growing older and learning new things. You are learning how the world works and how people play and have fun together. You are learning to be kind and caring and how to respect each other and how to keep safe. There is so much to learn. But always remember, 1, you can say no to people who come inside your body boundary when you don't want them to. And if they don't listen to you, then you can tell an adult on your safety network. 2, people need to respect your body boundary, and you need to respect other people's body boundaries too. 3, your body is your body, and you are the boss of it. And remember, there is no one exactly like you. And in the back here are some discussion questions for parents, caregivers, and educators. So there's a list of questions for each set of pages in each scenario here in the book. So just some examples of questions that you might ask on each page, following each scenario. It's also recommended that you probably read through the book once and then you go back and you ask the questions because we want the kids to follow the storyline and stay with you. But you can choose to do this however you want. So some examples are, what does it mean when we say your body belongs to you? Or why do you think a person's body boundary is important? Let's see here. Have you ever hugged a baby? What did the baby do? How are people different? How are they the same? What does it mean when we say that we have to ask a person for their consent? What is a safety network? Who's in your safety network? Do you think the girl who was pushing in front of the other girl is doing the right thing? What have we learned from this book? Do you have any questions? So these are all examples of things that you can ask, and as you can see here, there's lots of writing, lots of questions, lots of suggestions on ways to discuss this book. And if you're interested, there's another list of books that this author has written on educational topics such as My Body, What I Say Goes, talking about feelings. How big are your worries, little bear? Resilience, You, Me, and Empathy. No means no. Some secrets should never be kept. I hope you enjoyed this reading today, and share this with your children, your classroom, your clients, and have a wonderful day.